In this video, I am going to introduce Google Earth Engine, often called GEE. Google Earth Engine is a cloud-based platform for geospatial analysis, widely used in remote sensing, GIS, climate science, and environmental studies. Before we move into hands-on work, it's important to understand what GEE actually is, how it works behind the scenes, what languages it uses, and where it is applied. Once these components are clear, working with Earth Engine becomes much easier. Google Earth Engine is a cloud-based geospatial analysis platform developed by Google. It hosts petabytes of satellite imagery and climate data, including datasets like Landsat, Sentinel, and MODIS. The key idea is simple. Instead of downloading large datasets to your computer, the data stays in the cloud and we write code to analyze it. This design allows us to perform analysis at very large spatial and temporal scales, sometimes even at the global level. Satellite and climate data have grown extremely large over the last few decades. Processing such data on a local computer is slow and often impossible due to limitations in storage and processing power. Climate and environmental studies also require long-term datasets, sometimes 30, 40, or 50 years of data. Google Earth Engine solves these problems by providing fast, scalable, and reproducible analysis using cloud computing. On the left side, we have the user, that's us, working through a web browser using the Earth Engine code editor. When we write and run code, it is sent to Google's cloud servers. These servers perform the heavy computation using distributed and parallel processing. The satellite and climate datasets are already stored in the cloud, so computation happens close to the data. Finally, only the results, maps, numbers, or charts are sent back to our browser. Google Earth Engine supports two programming languages. The first is JavaScript, which is used directly inside the Earth Engine code editor. This is the most common option for beginners and for interactive analysis. The second is Python, which is used through the Earth Engine API and is useful for automation, batch processing, and integration with machine learning workflows. The important thing to remember is that the logic and functions are the same in both languages, only the syntax changes. Google Earth Engine is used in a wide range of applications. It is commonly used for land use and land cover change analysis, vegetation monitoring using indices like NDVI, and surface temperature studies. It is also applied in disaster studies such as flood mapping, drought monitoring, and cyclone impact assessment. Google Earth Engine also supports machine learning models. This includes classification tasks such as land cover mapping as well as regression and prediction problems. Algorithms like random forest and CART are commonly used, along with tools for accuracy assessment and feature importance analysis. Now that we have a clear idea of what Google Earth Engine is, how it works, and why it is used, we can move to hands-on practice. In the next part of this video, I will show you how to create a Google Earth Engine account, explore the code editor interface. Go to Google and search Google Earth Engine. Click on the first link. Here you can find all the documents related to GEE. Click on Register Now. Select a Google account for your Google Earth Engine account. Select your country and agree the terms of service. Now click on Create Project. Give a project name. Now we will go for non-commercial use. Select your organization type and all the details for your account. Click on register and enable the API. Now your project and account are created. Go to Google Earth Engine platform, then code editor. Click on second option. Select your project. You can check all the tutorials from here. If you don't enable your API, then here you can get an option to enable API. In the left side, here you can save your scripts and check all the other scripts. Second option, you can check all the documents for your code. And in the assets, you can save your shapefiles, CSV, text or images in assets. In the main area, you can write the scripts, and all other options are here to get the link to share your code, then save the code or run the code. In the right hand side, inspector tool has been used to check your image data. In the console, you can get your results like your datasets, then your answers, graphs, plots. In the tasks, you can save your images in this tasks area.